All officials in position, we're about to call out the fighters of the cage at number 1. So that's all officials to position, we're about to call out the cage at number 1. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your first fighter into cage number 1 from Ukraine. In the blue corner, Vladimir Kolyashkin.
Mám splněno. Jako on?
Jak jsem to čekal?
A on, no problem, Mike.
A ty
Já mám praktičnou hroznou.
Cože?
Ne, vole, Iken, vole, fotovky. To řekl na píču, ale... Pochopil to. Ne, thank you so much. A máš tenhle roli, vole, pojebanou?
Cože, co s tou rolí?
Máš ji rád.
Jak se chceš střídat, nebo jak to vymyslíme? Jak to chceš dělat? Pojď. Jo. Takže mám vždycky přijít, nebo budu nějak poblíž stejně, nebo nějak. No. Jo. Jasně. Dobroš. Chceš začít teda? Začneš.
Se klidně koukni tam na ty záběry, jak to vypadá.
Tam na těch, jo.
Please welcome his opponent in the ring corner representing Iceland, Mikael Aklepan.
Ale to mi tam nedal.
Jo, to tě tam vole.
Ne, vole, nech to tady, ty vole. Nech to tady.
Maty ty vole.
Ne,
Nebyl mě.
stejně to nebudeme používat, nech to tady.
No, tak dobře.
Nech to tady.
into cage number 1, and number 2 in the blue corner representing the home team of the Czech Republic, Unger.
Dívej se, na všechno vidíš, na všechno reaguješ. Koncentrovaný od začátku.
Hello and welcome to the 2021 IMMAF Senior Junior World Cup live from Prague in the Czech Republic. I'm Dean Midhat. We're here with the first fight, the men's junior featherweight, 65.8 kilograms, 145 pounds. Yingrik Unger from the Czech Republic in the blue corner, and his opponent Yio Naboka from Ukraine in the red. Yio already looking to land those leg kicks. Response from Unger, but he just misses. Looking to gauge the distance early on. Feeling out process here from the Czech Republic and the Ukraine. Nice leg kick from the blue corner. Jumping switch kick from the red. Oi, big head kick there from the Czech Republic. Both very competent kickboxers as we're seeing here. We're seeing a feeling out process here in the first round. They're filling out the distance, they're testing the strength and the weaknesses of their opponent's game, looking just for that little way in to land those decisive shots. You can hear the leg kicks. Also just to serve to take the spring out the step of their opponent if it does indeed go further on into the second and third round. You're commanding the outside position. Does a good job of cutting his opponent off. He won't follow his opponent. Immediately look for an angle to cut his opponent off to obtain that ample opportunity to fire those punches. Oi, big overhand right, which prompts the shot from the blue corner. Yio from the Ukraine now in the top position. He might look to just pin his opponent up to the cage here. Traditionally, this is used to utilize ground and pound skills. Often you'll see your opponent put their head underneath the chin, just like we're seeing here, to pin them up against the cage to keep their body where they are to land those ground and pound shots. But what it also does is it gives your opponent an opportunity to stand up to cage walk, to fence walk. One of the skills in the IMMAF training program, one of the skills that's been taught and indeed assessed by the affiliated coaches. A very viable skill in mixed martial arts as well. As you see it here from the blue corner, Unger gets back to his feet. Again, we're seeing the close range punches now, the head kick from the blue corner. Unger just missing the mark with that head kick. We've seen it a couple of times throughout this fight. Just been unable to land cleanly with that. Big body kick here, nice double leg right at the end of the round. An interesting first round, show of respect as well. And often we see the feeling out process in the first round, and the second round is when they really start to land those decisive blows and put a little bit more power on them.
Second out. Second out, coaches, please.
As we get set here for the second round, junior featherweights, 2021 IMMAF Senior and Junior World Cup, live from Prague in the Czech Republic. Thank you for joining us on IMMAF TV. We're in round 2 here. In Czech Republic, our host nation, such a beautiful city, a warm welcome. And of course the action to ensue over the next consecutive days. Okay, we're seeing now a little bit more vicious intent on the strikes, close range. Nice right hand. Neil just landing a bit more cleanly with those overhand rights. He throws them from an angle. He's a great job utilising the underhook as well to switch the position. We saw that in the first round. We used the whizzer. And in that instance, he used the underhook to obtain the top position in the scramble. It's an important skill to have as well, particularly if your opponent's good at takedowns, better in the wrestling game. He's giving his back up here. Inga from the Czech Republic has the back now. Will the host nation be able to secure a submission? He's going to look to sneak the arm underneath the neck, going straight to the short choke. He's going to squeeze here. This looks very, very dangerously close to being stopped. Referee looking on, and there's the tap. And the crowd respond. First fight of the day. Inga from the Czech Republic is victorious with a rear naked choke. What a great win from the host country in the first stanza here at Cage 2. Over a very tough opponent who was getting the better of the striking game, but smart play from Inga to take this fight to the ground and finish by submission.
And on Cage 2, in the blue corner, representing the Czech Republic, Bude.
He gets the squeeze and immediately points to his corner. What a win from the Czech Republic in the first fight. Please welcome firstly into Cage 2, in the blue corner representing Ireland, Bude.
And in the right corner representing Italy, Jonathan Martinato.
Men's junior lightweights here, 70.3 kilograms or 155 pounds. Max Gunning from Ireland in the blue corner. His opponent, Jonathan Balladonino from Italy in the red. Max looking to do damage with the leg kicks early on, but gives up the takedown. Jonathan now in the top position. Balladonado in the full guard. I look to posture up here to improve his position, work the ground and pound to pass the guard, but ultimately he's got to stay clear of those arm bars from Max Gunning. Well, Ireland making history as the first all-Ireland national team at junior and senior level, with athletes from both Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland being represented in one team. Nice ground and pound there from Jonathan. And that in turn allowed him just to stay away from those submission attempts from Max. And I like the way he pulled his arms out of danger as well, and then looked to immediately threaten the guard pass, which gets the response from Max that he needs to hold the half guard, he needs to stop throwing up those submissions to make sure he secures his opponent in that position to prevent the guard pass.
Johnny, col sinistro devi menare. Mena col sinistro, non ti buttare avanti. Non ti buttare in avanti, recupera il meno. Abbassa il bacino. Abbraccia la testa, abbassa.
Max here has got to start thinking about the hip escapes to try and improve his position, go to the full guard. Then he can start to work those submissions he's known for off of his back. Right now, if he's flat backed in this position, it's going to make it very difficult for him to escape. And he'll be continue to be controlled by his opponent. That's why you see the hip escape, and he used the knee shield there. Could look to stand to his feet here, get to his knees. He's got to try and reverse out of this position. Beautiful work. Double wrist grab as well, punching on the interim. I love the way he punches in the dead space. He's got to be careful this single leg again here. Beautiful single leg takedown from Jonathan. And the Italian now back in the top position, but he's got to pass the guard here. Butterfly hooks for Ireland. And again we'll see Jonathan look to pass the guard. He's doing the correct thing here. He's securing the ankle of his opponent. He's going to circle round to that side. He's blocking the leg. Just got to push the knee through here, just to make sure that he clears the leg completely before he goes into side control. He's got to be careful about the straight armbar attempts. And the more of a square guard that you give Max Gunning, the more he will fight for submissions. So if his hips are square to his opponent, so angles is the key here. For both fighters, Max looking for the submissions and Jonathan to actually look to pass. Nice ground and pound here from Jonathan. Did a great job of getting past the legs, landing that decisive ground and pound. And now, the start of the story has been written between Ireland and Italy. Italy looking for the takedown, dominant in the top position. Can Ireland make the adjustment now? And the shot which switched to a single leg here from the Italian. Round two. You can see Jonathan backing up there. He's looking for the level change. He's got to set it up with the strikes though. He's got to start to mix the strikes up here. It's the game of mixed martial arts, to make your opponent think upstairs, then go downstairs. You can't just shoot naked here. Gets the double leg shot. Did a good job of staying away from his opponent. Again, Gunning not able to read that double leg coming out with no punches. And in that instance, Jonathan actually, you couldn't shoot it naked where you don't set it up, you just shoot a double leg. Usually it's more difficult to take your opponent down, especially if they're aware of the fact that you want to change levels and look for the takedown. But Max just unable to read that and sprawl those hips or circle out of this position. So he looked to stuff the head here and retain the guard again. Hip escape to his friend, unhooks as well, but also positional awareness and understanding that in the guard position there's more submissions available. Max has got to start to think about bucking his hips up and firing that left arm up underneath the right arm of Jonathan, just to try and get a little bit lower on the half guard. There's the hip escape, textbook hip escape there, blocking with the knees. Just got to get that right leg out now to establish the full guard. And that's the problem with shooting those legs up without establishing a full guard. If your opponent reads that, they can almost certainly look to pass the guard a little bit more easy. But now you see more control from the blue corner off of his back. And he's working the overhook as well on the right arm of Jonathan. The Italian now is in a much more controlling position. And Max able now to just stay safe from those ground and pound attacks from the Italian. And Gunn here, if he wants to stand up, he's going to have to look to control his opponent and make this kind of a little bit stale. And it would be a smart play on his part. He's shown some skill in the stand-up against the cage previously, but the fatigue can take a toll and make you a little bit shy just to implement the stands-ups for fear of being taken down again. It's quite taxing to defend takedowns, to carry the person's weight, to avoid the position. With 15 seconds left on the clock here, you're going to see the Italian again in top position with a nice ground and pound, and immediately looks to adjust and avoid the submissions in the guard of Max. Some great work from the Italian. And the sweep attempt and retain the full guard to limit the damage. Round 3 for the junior lightweights here at the IMMAF Senior and Junior World Cup 2021 live from Prague. And Max, now you could argue Max has got to look for a finish here. He's got to stay away from these takedowns. Jonathan tends to put his head down ever so slightly. Some nice punches here from Max. And some of those got through, but he's got to be careful of this. He's got to sneak that leg out. He's got to stuff the head. Again, falls foul to the takedown game of the Italian. And I would advise Jonathan here just to hold on and look for a stand-up. He's doing great in the stand-up when he's able to land those shots with the strikes to the head. He has success. He forces Jonathan to cover up. Jonathan here on the flip side has got to start to think about controlling his opponent, look to pass the guard, and really just go body, head, punish the body and punish the head, just to keep the ref happy. And he's doing the right thing. He's squaring his hips up against his opponent. Triangle attempt here from Max. Just got to clear that arm. Jonathan very wise to that fact. Good job of reversing out of that position. Guillotine attempt here from Gunning.
Johnny, è quasi finito, ma sei a metà round, porta con la testa vicino alla parete, portalo. Portalo testa vicino alla parete, attento al triangolo di testa.
Gunning did a good job of controlling the posture.
Metti il colpetto.
Referee looking on here.
Basta sta guardia, basta sta guardia.
A minute and 20 seconds left in this third round.
Abbraccia la testa con la mano sinistra.
Gunning's definitely got to start to think about controlling Jonathan, looking for this stand-up, just to hold on to him and really just cause a halt in the action. And he's doing the right thing if this was a close fight, but you could argue that he was 2 rounds down at least. And now with the guard pass from Jonathan into side control, there's more ability to do damage from this position as well as submissions, and the potential to improve the position in the mount. Jonathan doing a good job of controlling the head here, just to make sure he maintains that underhook underneath the left arm of Gunning. Gunning doing a good job of establishing the butterfly guard. Now he's going to look to work the guillotine. Possible triangle attempt here from Gunning. Okay, armbar attempt. But again, Jonathan's been here throughout this fight. Last 10 seconds of the round. He's established the top position, he's controlled, he's landed the decisive takedowns. I would say that he's done enough to edge out the judge's decision, but we'll go to the judge's decision here at the World Cup 2021, the IMMAF Senior and Juniors. It's live from Prague. And who will go forward? Will it be Ireland or Italy? The judges will determine that fact.
And everyone cage C. Your device split decision in your record representing
The judges gave the nod to Jonathan from Italy. He will move forward. Great fight, excellent takedowns from the Italian.
Hlava dopravy od klietky si ho poťahni, nech tam nestane. Troška si ho tutni, alebo si daj na stranu. Tak, rameno do huby, hlava do hlavy. Tak, máme chřeba, nohy, háčky, Zudero. Dobre, na Diaza, Zudero, pap. Dávaj, nech sa nepostaví, natiahni si ho. Drž, a robí si. Tak, drž, síca,
We stick with the men's junior lightweights here. Alexander Gulev from Ukraine. His opponent, John Valetti Grindham from Norway. Alexander in the blue, John in the red.
Ready. Fight.
Touch of gloves, we're underway. Round 1, 3 minutes on the clock. Alexander, his elusive style. And John is known for his powerful styles we're seeing here. It's a great job of using his explosive power to dominate his opponents and land those decisive shots from the ground and indeed on the feet. Alexander now working back to the full guard. Doing a good job of controlling the posture, immediately looking for the angle to look for the armbar. Potential rubber guard set up here. Just to serve to control the posture of his opponent to limit the damage. And also when the posture's down as well, it means the arms and the shoulders are down. So a lot of submissions available from that position, the triangles, the armbars and the platters. And indeed the sweeps here, as we're seeing a pendulum sweep attempt from the blue corner. Uses that instance to get back to his feet, threatening the takedown. Smart play from the blue corner. John now will look for a response from his opponent and immediately just charge forward with punches, looking to land those heavy shots that he's known for. John looking to storm forward but gets caught by the blue corner, and Alexander jumping on the guillotine now straight to the submission attempt. This is dangerously tight here for John from Norway. He's doing the right thing, framing on the neck, and look at that, excellent escape from the Norwegian fighter. Alexander now obtaining the top position in the mount. A lot more submissions available as well as the ground and pounders we're seeing here. Alexander Gulev from Norway, from the Ukraine in the top position. Now looking to knee slice potentially. He's got to try and sneak that right leg out and obtain the full mount. He's potentially got head and arm triangle here. It's going to be difficult for him to pass to the choking side, which is the right side. Maintains the top position. This is tight here. There's the tap from John. Alexander putting the squeeze on the Norwegian fighter early on with positional awareness. And what a finish from the top position from Alexander. He worked head and arm and squeezed from that position, forced the tap from Norway.
And overall, cage 2 referee calls the contest in the first round for by head and on to representing Ukraine, Alexander Gulev.
Můžeme
Tady to sladíko nahoru dolů, takové cvaná, kdyby to přišlo třeba tmavý, tak myslím, že musí to rozsvítit. No, se přibliží a střílí.
Když vlastně půjdu pod síť, tak musím jako to manuál.
Jasně, teda.
And on cage one, round one, TKO representing Ireland, Ryan Keogh.
Cheers tomorrow.
And entering cage two in the red corner, representing Iceland, Praze.
We move up to the featherweights here. 65.8 kilograms or 145 pounds. Fabian Oofs from Norway in the blue corner. His opponent, Aaron Frans from Iceland in the red. And the first time Norway has been represented back on the IMMAF platform since 2017. So looking to make a statement here. Aaron Frans from Iceland. Looking for the takedown. And Gunnar Nelson, famous mixed martial arts fighter, in the corner here. The blue corner is now looking for the armbar. Oofs looking for the straight armbar, does a great job of adjusting here. A little bit of an injury potentially from the red corner, but what a finish from Fabian Oofs from Norway, able to secure the armbar off of his back. Out in that position, which allowed the straight armbar.
entering the cage to represent Sweden.
Flyweights here, cage 2.
Ready?
Rickard Vikkelgren from Sweden in the blue corner. Abubakar Bamodorov from Uzbekistan in the red. Rickard already with his back against the cages, but look to circle out of this position. Abubakar known for his powerful punches, close range, as we're seeing here. Double underhooks gets the takedown. Now in the top position, looking to pass the guard. And Rickard from Sweden, world's #1 ranked team until 2018, when the likes of Russia and Bahrain took over, and other nations began improving significantly. Guillotine attempt here from Abubakar. Could potentially look to switch to the Das. Oh, nice sweep from Rickard. Abubakar will look for the Kimura here. He'll use this to submit or sweep as well, and also to improve his position. The Kimura trap, a very underutilized submission in the mixed martial arts game, but we've seen it transpire throughout Euros and now in the Worlds here in Prague. And we often see that a lot of techniques get tried and tested under the rule sets with the different respective athletes and their respective techniques. And it really does shine through now with this Kimura. You can see here that it's really stopped Rickard in his tracks. He's got to start to think about driving his left shoulder into his opponent's armpit. Get a good base and posture, stuff his opponent down to the mat, make it nice and flat, and then look to reach through and retrieve his arm. The whole time the arm's behind the back here. He's in danger of being submitted, potentially going to use it to sweep this position. Oh, this is a precarious angle. Abubakar doing a good job of utilizing the submission to sweep into a more dominant position. He's going to find it difficult to get maximum leverage in the half guard still. But a great job from the red corner to get into the top position. Abubakar utilizing that Kimura track, as again, as we spoke about it, to use it to sweep or submit. A really underutilized technique in the mixed martial arts games. We're seeing here a perfect example of Abubakar using that position. He was on his back, you know, he was in the less dominant position. He used it to get to the top position. Abubakar might look to take the back here. He could drop down for the guillotine in the submission attempt with just over 10 seconds left in the round. He's going to opt to finish strong up against the cage here. And use it to sweep his opponent over. Abubakar coming out victorious with the submission victory, utilizing that top position to work the guillotine choke. Tajikistan will move on. Next up, we have bantamweight, 61.2 kilograms or 135 pounds. Taylor Quinn from Ireland in the blue corner. Awat Kazadi Mihasari from Sweden in the red. Nice 1-2 from Awat. And Quinn looking to get this fight straight to the ground, looking to take the back, super fast, lightning speed back take here, just got to get that other hook in. He's got to look to get that right hook in on the inside of the hips. Now he gets it, now he's got optimum position, he's got control over the back. Can look for submissions in this position here. Awat needs to start thinking about controlling the arm, looking to turn into his opponent. He could also put his hips to the sky and start to shimmy out and turn into his opponent to look for the top position or the scramble. The whole time he's got to be careful about his neck though. He has to hand fight and protect his neck at all times, as well as looking to protect from the punches here. Reach down, now he gives up his back here. And Ireland looking to ground and pound its way to victory. And there was the turn we spoke about from away. He did the right thing here, gave up his back. You could argue that in mixed martial arts, the back, mounted triangle attempt here. And Quinn gets it, and he must be confident this is tight to roll to his back, giving up the bottom position. He might look to pass the right arm across. He's got just over 1 minute and 30 seconds to work here. Watt now looking to tap. This one's tight. Will Ireland get the tap? He gets the submission victory. Ireland in round 1 with the triangle finish. Great work from Awat though to try and turn into his opponent, but Ireland was just too savvy from the top position. Featherweights here, 65.8 kilograms, 145 pounds. Christoph Viscera from the Czech Republic in the blue corner. Tobias Bolin from Sweden in the red. Viscera gauging the distance, looking for that right hand. The Czech Republic, the host nation of the 2021 IMMAF Senior and Junior World Cup. Offers them the affordance as well of not having to travel too much. A lot of the countries come from a great distance, and you couple that with the fatigue and the training and the nerves, the anxiety that can all play a part in your performance. You could argue that a home court advantage in sports psychology is known, that you can have an advantage having your home crowd here. They spur you on, give you more confidence, and they're using that energy to help yourself progress with regards to a performance. And Sweden always looking to edge themselves up in the medal tallies. Currently 6 in the senior national team rankings, top 20. So number 6 for Sweden. And the Czech Republic coming in number 19 in the senior national team rankings of the top 20. And Sweden always bringing a nice solid game of mixed martial arts. Viscera was nice footwork, looking to land that right hand early on. Bolin now finding his rhythm, switching stances, using fakes and feints. I like the way he's using level changes there. He's trying to gauge the reaction of his opponent to look for the strikes or indeed the takedown. Nice evasion there from Bolin. The Swedish fighter just with a great head movement, excellent footwork. You can see there he rolls immediately after he punches to evade the counter shot of his opponent. Nice slips. Beautiful slip and counter right hand there from Bolin. Does a great job of using the slips. Very elusive, but he often keeps his hands down, which allows him to be that elusive. But again, hands down in a mixed martial arts competition, you can start to walk into techniques as such as the head kicks. So look for Viscera to start. The fighter from the Czech Republic to back off. And the word around the campfire is that Tobias Bolin has some excellent experience throughout the amateur ranks. He's fought some top competition. He's been in there with the best, and you never lose, you only learn. That's what we see from Bolin, his ability to start to read his opponent. He ate a couple of shots from Viscera, but now he's starting to implore the head movement. Again, he's got to keep his hands up here, and when he slips off to the side and he rolls, he needs to make sure that he protects his head from the head kicks. You see Viscera does a great job of bouncing in and out of range, and it allows him to whip those kicks up pretty fast. Using the strikes here, could potentially be trying to force that head movement there. You see the dip to the left, and Viscera's going low, which says to me that he potentially might be looking to set up the head kick. Bolin with a correct response to that is put pressure on your opponent, close the distance, don't stay at that ample distance where your opponent can throw the kicks. You know, he's got to come into punching range. That's what we're seeing Bolin doing here. Again, the experience shining through from the Swedish fighter. Bolin still looking to utilize the leg kicks as well. Viscera again going low with the kicks. Is yet to have gone high. Bolin with the more cleaner boxing, the ability to slip and counter immediately. Nice left hook right hand from Bolin. Bolin did a good job of bouncing in and out of range as well. A lot of movement from the Swedish fighter. They will put a test on his cardio. Nice uppercut from Viscera. Bolin with great pressure. And his ability to move that head is really the key in this fight. He's very unpredictable. That's why you see some of the counters landing. The time for Viscera to attack again is when the head moves off to the left and the right, dips with the hands low. Also, he's got to try and beat Bolin to the punch. Oh, nice right hand from Bolin. And not much threat of the takedown also from Viscera. Viscera do a good job just to start to even level change to fake the takedown and then come upstairs with the punches. He's yet to have thrown a head kick, which is surprising given the fact that Bolin leans off to the side with that head movement. And again, there's experience showing through from Bolin. He heard the 10-second clacker, wants to work up against the cage, potentially to get a takedown just to secure the round, but Viscera able just to stay away from that attempt. To roll, always looking to evade the counter shots of his opponent, and that allows him to storm forward with these punches. He doesn't just run into the shots. He's always looking to move the head to make it a very difficult target for Viscera. And round three's underway, 3 minutes on the clock. Viscera in the blue, Bolin in the red. And Viscera again's got to pull the trigger here. He's got to start thinking about landing those big head kicks, try and promote the head movement with the straight punches from Bolin, and then try and land the head kick when he leans off to the side. Because you notice Bolin's hands are down. He's got some great head movement, but he keeps his hands a little bit low when he's moving his head. And the slower the pace here from both of these fighters. There's been a lot of movement as well. It potentially might be why they're being more economical with their movement and try not to waste energy. Oh, big uppercut from Bolin, just misses. Viscera doing a good job of reading that punch and moving out of range. Nice head movement again from Bolin. His boxing is exceptional. And still no head kicks from Viscera. It's something that potentially might look back on this fight and start to realize that he needs to throw more, potentially even more so that when his opponent's leaning into those punches, because he's slipping with his hands down. Minute left in round 3 of this featherweight fight between the Czech Republic and Sweden. Poland storming forward with their powerful punches, and again couples that with a beautiful head work. Little slip there from Viscera. He's having trouble with the forward pressure of Bolin. It's largely also that Bolin doesn't really have to worry about the takedowns. He can completely focus on avoiding the strikes of his opponent. You can see there nice rolls and slips from Bolin. He's so loose, he's so comfortable because he's not having to worry about the takedowns or the head kicks. You know, it's essentially a boxing match with a few leg kicks thrown in. Nice head kick there from Bolin, but that's what Viscera needs to start thinking about doing more in his amateur career. Start to work the head kicks, especially when his opponent leans. Looking to roll and change levels makes it very hard for him to hit.
And entering cage, working the blue corner representing Ireland's Gary Rooney.
As we get set for featherweights here, 65.8 kilograms or 145 pounds. Mikael Miller from the Czech Republic in the blue corner. And Juan Icadero from Spain in the red. Miguel already looking to land the teeps to the body of Juan. Juan now looking for the clinch, gets turned. Great display of power here from Juan. Top position, looking to control his opponent. Doing the right thing here of staying heavy. So be careful of the sweep, however. Now looking for the inverted triangle. In Spain, the original dark horse nation after big triumphs in 2019, talent has continued to show through recently, as the European Open last month showed us. No longer dark horses, Spain are now legitimate medal contenders. And we're seeing that from Juan here in the top position. On the outside, utilising the head pressure. Looking to pummel for the underhooks here. Separation eats the shot. On with the shorter reach here. Needs to do exactly this. Close the distance if he wants to land those close shots. Utilise the clinch as well to take away the long striking game of Miguel. Those long range punches as well, trying to step in with his foot and close the distance between him and his opponent. He's got double underhooks here, so he could look to work for a takedown. Briefly had the hands clenched together. Miguel eating those punches as he moves back with the hands down. Spinning back fifth attempt from Miguel. One with a nice takedown at the end of the round. That's going to do him a justice on the judges' scorecards. Interesting first round from the Czech Republic and Spain. One putting in the right hand for good measure. In the World Cup as well, serving those nations that were unable to travel to Russia for the European Championships this year. The World Cup provides a European platform for returning and upcoming seniors and juniors to test themselves ahead of the Worlds in the third tier after the Worlds and the Euros for athletes to progress further in the IMMAF ranks. So really providing a platform here in the World Cup for the athletes to progress. Nice takedown from Juan as well. The crowd respond. The coaches are very pleased with that. His ability to maintain this top position. He's got to stay heavy. He's got to get head and arm control as he's doing here with a heavy shoulder. Miguel not accepting this position here. He's going to use the bucks to get himself away here. Now he finds himself in the mount. He's got to do a good job of utilising hip escapes here. Gives up his back. going to be troublesome. Does the right thing in turning his opponent. He's got to use hip escapes here. He's got to clear this arm. This right arm is in jeopardy now from a head and arm choke. And Juan can finish this from mount or look to go to the side control position. The whole time those arms are up, there's always submissions available. There's S mounts that set up the arm bars. There's head and arm, as well as mounted triangles that you often see towards the end of the round because potentially you can give up the bottom position to finish that submission, as we've seen on this cage today already. Nice ground and pound from Juan from Spain. Mikel in a little bit of trouble here. The referee looking on. Juan's got to keep this pressure up. He's got to maintain the barrage of punches to force the referee to stop this fight. He's got just over a minute and 20 seconds to work. Juan might now look to walk up for the armbar. Sensing that Mikel potentially was going to escape here, maybe turn that into a takedown attempt. He aborted that position. Nice knee from Juan. Mikel just having a little bit of trouble here with the forward pressure and the threat of the takedown. You can see there he's tentative to engage. Shoots his own takedown but gives his back up. Now into mount. There's the Spanish fighter again raining down punches from above. He's got to keep the pressure on. He's got to keep the velocity and the amount of punches high. Oh, looking for the oh my goodness. The Americana from the Spanish fighter. And what a submission finish here from Juan. Did a good job of utilizing the ground and pound to pull the arms up of Juan. And we spoke about Mikel when he had his hands up close to his head. The submissions were available. And Juan from Spain jumped all over that and finished with the sometimes called a key lock as well as the Americana. And what a finish as well, to gain a finish. The talent pool is so high. Juan did a good job of establishing the top position. You can see here from the replay, the punches, and the arms go up very high, understandably to control the punches to the face from Mikel. He just left the arm out, snatches up the figure four and cranks that through. That's a shoulder lock, ladies and gentlemen. And Mikel was forced to tap.
Representing Greece,
That's a
Back to featherweights here at cage 2. Lewis Byrne from Ireland in the blue corner. Evangelos Vlastios from Greece in the red. Refreshing to see a Greek fighter in the cage here at the IMMAF Senior and Junior World Cup. Of course, we're live from Prague in the Czech Republic. Beautiful city, very welcoming locals as well. Some heavy punches from the blue corner up against the cage. Really impressed with Ireland's ability to bring such a big team, but such a high level of competition as well as we're seeing here. Oh, rear naked choke attempt here from the Irish fighter. And there's the tap. And Ireland manages to tap out Greece here in this featherweight bout at the 2021 Senior and Junior World Cup, live from Prague. Lewis Byrne doing a great job of securing the back mount. See here from the replay. Comes in, looking to land those shots. Nice right hand there, uses that opportunity to favor some of the ground, and there's the rear naked choke right underneath the chin, attempts the squeeze. And it's Ireland that moves on with a submission victory.
Please welcome first into cage 2 in the blue corner, representing Norway, Karim.
Have any question about the rules? Don't forget, no need to the hands, no elbow, no heel hook, no neck crack.
Pre-fight checks here. Cage side officials looking to make sure that all the rules are adhered to. Just going to cut the nails. We get set here for our lightweight men's action here at the 2021 IMMAF Senior and Junior World Cup, live from Prague in the Czech Republic. Of course, the home to the Prague astronomical clock. Very interesting clock. The lots of craziness with the 12 Apostles' death and finishing off with the golden rooster crowing at the chime of the hour. And we have Harder Karim from Norway in the blue corner, Armand Herzog from Hungary in the red. Straight away, Karim looking to get this fight to the ground. Beautiful double leg here, pulls the hips away beautifully. And that was largely due to the fact that he clasped his hands behind his opponent's hips to drag them away from the cage and up into the air. He's got to be careful about giving up the sweep here, though. Herzog looking briefly to stuff the head there, potentially looking for a stand-up. Herzog will stuff that head to the side and look to stand up. Difficult in the center of the cage. Usually you'd see that with your back to the cage. You can use it to cage walk up to your feet. But he's trying to create distance here between him and his opponent. Green now passes into half guard from the top position. Looking to lock down the leg there from the top position. He's got to be careful about getting swept, however. When he locks himself to his opponent's body in that manner. If Herzog can block the arm and start to look to circle, Karim's not going to have base with those legs that are otherwise engaged. Karim now looking to take the top position, briefly looking for the back here. Nearly got both hooks in, might look to take the mount back into the half guard. Excellent guard retention from Herzog from Hungary. Head-and-arm triangle attempt here from the blue corner. Can Norway secure this position? He might look to pass off to his left side to get more leverage. He could finish it from the mount also. That's why you're seeing him put the instep of his left foot there to try and bring out that right leg. Herzog doing a good job of clearing the arm, however. Gives up the mount, though. Going to use the cage potentially to kick off. Karim now's got a posture up and start to use the ground and pound. He's got to look for the back. And what a turn of events here. And Herzog from Hungary now looking to land some heavy ground and pound. Herzog wants to maintain this top position here. Gives up the single leg, switches to the double, back to the single. Nice 100% switch here. Back and forth action from Norway and Hungary. 30 seconds left. The referee telling them that to keep going, the other bell. Confusing the athletes there a little bit. Nice single leg from Karim. Back into side control.
Yes. Got north south now to take out the pressure from the neck. North south. North south. Got north south now.
10-second clapper here. We're going to see Karim finish in the top position. Now this says something to Herzog coming into this second round. He needs to start thinking about sprawl and brawl tactics to keep his hips back and not really fully commit too much to these. And turning into his opponent when his opponent looked to defend in that position.
Okay, out. Second out, please. Coach out.
As we get set for the second round here, Karim in the blue, Herzog in the red.
Fight.
Now will we see more sprawl and brawl tactics from Herzog now? Being aware that the fact that he has to avoid allowing Kareem to secure a takedown, snatch a hold of those legs. Whipping those leg kicks in. Nice left hook there from Herzog. Nice jab from Herzog. A little bit more snap than you noticed here. Immediately tries to circle out of range. Kareem looking for the low kick there, almost like a sweet Mortal Kombat style. Got to be careful of the guillotine. He's going to look to pass to the opposite side of the choking arm, which is the correct thing to do. Herzog did a good job of re-establishing the half guard to prevent him giving up the side control position. Herzog from Hungary, stuffing the head, looking to gain that angle, try and get back to his feet. He can walk his shoulders back to the cage here, allow him to use the cage to stand back to his feet. Cage walking, or wall walking as it's sometimes called. Again, another technique that's tested and taught in the IMMAF youth program. They have an extensive program. I believe there's 214 techniques that are very high percentage and used in mixed martial arts. Perfect springboard and a platform for these amateurs to develop their talent on a global scale, to then prepare them for the pro ranks. Kareem looking to isolate the arm here. Kareem doing a good job of following his opponent to the cage. Some heavy ground and pound here from Kareem. Just getting a little warning from going to the back of the head. Kareem now finds himself in side control. A lot more submissions available, as well as damages, and also transitions to a better position, as we're seeing here. Mount straight to the back now. Last 10 seconds of the round. Kareem looking to finish strong. Herzog desperately trying to cover up here. The referee looking on, he's turned away. Could he get a finish in the last 9 seconds of the round? And Kareem finishing super strong at the end of that third round. There's the sweep attempt here, just missed from Kareem. And there was the double leg again from Kareem. Did a good job of staying away from that guillotine attempt, but here was the end of the round. Ground and pound. It forced Herzog to turn, give his back up. And Kareem was relentless with the barrage of punches, always looking to establish the top position. You can see here, could easily have been stopped there. Herzog turning away from his opponent, just covering up. And again, intelligent defense needed from the athlete. Third and final round here. 3 minutes on the clock. Kareem again straight away with the double leg. He's a smart player as well. He's had some great success in this position. Potentially when he gets to the side control, it immediately opens up the mount for him, which allows him to utilize ground and pound and decide whether to take the back if it's offered or not. So watch for him to try and methodically pass the guard here. He's going to try and knee slice through straight into half guard. Beautiful work. And Herzog. Just to be careful here. We've seen this finish from Brock Lesnar and Frank Mir. Kareem did a good job of reaching around, grabbing the arm and pinning it underneath the body of his opponent.
Go finger in the egg.
Right knee in the hip. Come on. Come on, let's go. Don't leave. Right in the hip, yes.
Kareem now with 2 minutes to work. Herzog has to be urgent in the fact that he has to get to his feet or potentially look for a sweep here. Now he's doing the correct thing, stuff in the head, using the cage. Has to be careful about giving the back up in this position. He's going to look to roll, gives up the side control position now. Look for Kareem to walk round to his right side. Could potentially look to skip over to Mount as well. Back available for Kareem, looking to get the hooks in. Kareem again in the top position. Herzog might look to establish the half guard here. He's going to push that leg through, try and reach round, misses it. Herzog did a good job of retaining the guard here. Knee shield from Herzog, side control. Now we might see Kareem look to skip to Mount again. Watch for his right knee to come across the belly of Herzog. There it is, straight to the mountain. This is where we saw a near finish. He's got a minute to work now. Kareem from Norway has to be careful about the kicks off the cage and make sure that he secures the back. He's got to stay on top. And there we go. There's the rear naked choke attempt here. It's going to the short choke. Back to the mount. Kareem such dominant from the top position again. We see Herzog turn away. Shoulder shots here from Kareem. Kareem storming with the punches. The referee's warning on the back of the head. Just over 30 seconds left for Kareem to work. Harder Kareem now looking for the rear naked choke. He's just got to get that arm right underneath the chin. Herzog doing a good job of hand fighting here. 20 seconds left on the clock. And Kareem will look to finish strong here. Watch for him to posture up and land ground and pound. An excellent buck attempt here from Herzog at the end of the round. Kareem immediately sensing that he needs to close the distance to limit the damage from his opponent. Great work from Kareem from Norway. Just a step ahead in the grappling game. Show of respect here from the Norwegian and the Hungarian. Take a look at the replay. And here was the back heel. Look for the hooks. Didn't obtain the right hook, which allowed his opponent to turn into him. Here was the ground and pound from Kareem. Herzog super tough, did a good job of controlling his opponent's posture. Ate a few shoulder shots. The big punches here. Here was the rear naked choke attempt. Kareem not able to secure that finish. Again, last-minute checks here from the cage side officials. We get set here for lightweight action. We have Mohammed Al-Kul from Bahrain in the blue corner, Tobias Soderberg from Sweden in the red. Soderberg, a very experienced amateur mixed martial arts fighter, coming up against the best. And indeed only lost to some of the standout fighters over there in Sweden, one being Ilado Collegard Bravo, lost by TKO. But he's fought in the top competition. He's fought excellent fighters. He's been in there with some of the best. You know, this is an important aspect we call cage time in mixed martial arts. He's been in there, he's seen the situations, and he's used to the certain things that transpire as well. And he's felt top competition, so often, you know, you don't really get surprised like a deer in headlights when your opponent starts to do things, as we're seeing here from Tobias. He's very calm, he's utilizing the punches, he's waiting for his ample opportunity to drag his left leg, out of that position and plant it on the ground to try and stand to his feet. Al-Kul doing a good job of staying heavy from this outside position. Double underhooks now he would look to take the back. Al-Kul now looking for the opportunity to take this fight to the ground. He could start to try and think about tripping the right leg of Tobias and reap it and then circle round to his left side. At this point in time, Tobias using the cage to his advantage, sinking his hips down into that cage for a bit of stability and base. But where that base comes under fire is at the ankles. If you can start to sweep your opponent's legs away from underneath them and unable to maintain that top position. Nice knee from Tobias. Al-Kul now finding himself defending off the cage. Tobias, ranked number 2 of the 37 active Nordic amateur lightweights. His record 7-6-0, lots of experience in the cage. Al-Kul holding his own against the more experienced Swedish fighter. Finds himself now working for the guillotine. 10 seconds left to work in the round. Could look to jump guard here. Nice sweep from Al-Kul. That's the end of the round. Tobias really up against a tough customer here from Bahrain. Al-Kul doing a good job. Round 2, Bahrain and Sweden. Al-Kul from Bahrain in the blue corner. Tobias Soderberg from Sweden in the red. Tobias with a nice Uchimata. Working the overhook now. He needs to start to pummel his left arm for that underhook. Might look to potentially move into side control here. This is where the experience will shine through from Tobias. He's faced some adversity up against the cage and off of his back already in this fight. Let's see if he can make the adjustments here, get to his feet a lot quicker. He's got to stuff the head, get one arm down to the mat, one leg, start to walk up that cage. Now slowly working his way back up to his feet. He's got to be careful about giving the back here. Turns into his opponent. Double underhooks here from Alcohol. Alcohol has to pull the trigger with his takedown attempts here. Inside trips, body lock, belly to belly, suplexes potentially. He's got to chain them together. He can't afford just to hold on to his opponent, because you'll see Tobias start to sink his hips down, work the underhooks, using the whizzer right now. He's going to look to potentially push off the face here, kicked off the cage for a little bit of pressure. Double leg attempt here from Alcohol. Single leg now. Trying to round the pipe potentially. Could look to skip that left leg around the right leg of Tobias as well. Turn that into an outside trip. Minute and 10 seconds left now in round 2. Alcohol had a little bit more difficulty securing, completing the takedown. Tobias making those adjustments. Tobias now with a nice wide stance. That's what we were speaking about here, the outside trips. That will in turn give the hip throws as well. When your opponent's defending one thing, there's always a viable option to go to the next. And that's the game of mixed martial arts as well. Throw so many tools at your opponent, you can't afford to catch them all. So Alcohol's got to switch between double legs, single legs, potentially ankle picks, outside, inside trips. There we go, looking for the takedown. Alcohol doesn't get it though. 20 seconds left. Alcohol looking to drag this fight to the ground. Last 10 seconds of the round.
Right hand box, right hand up. Yamin box, yalla, Zain, no stop, no stop.
Time.
Let's go. Out. Fighter ready, third round.
Round 3. There was a spinning back fist there. Complaint from Tobias saying it was the elbow, to make sure that just the hand and the fist contact on those spinning back fists.
Hey, you have good boxing. You're winning in boxing. Let's go.
Tobias with a nice head kick blocked by Alcohol. Oh, nice right hand from Tobias. Alcohol springing straight back to his feet. Alcohol again looking for the double leg. Eats some shots here, head kick. Tobias storming in, going to the body, going to the head. Looking for the knee here, so be careful it doesn't go up towards the head. Alcohol now giving the top position up. Tobias now might skip to mount. Alcohol giving up his back. Heavy ground and pound here from Sweden. The Bahraini fighter finding himself having to turn into his opponent, blocked off by the hip here of Tobias. big ground and pound here. The referees decides to stop this one. And Tobias Soderberg from Sweden, the winner by ground and pound.
And everyone cage to referee calls on the contest here in the third round for you upon TKO represents Sweden, stovky. So ladies and gentlemen, cage 1 and cage 2. There's one more fight on cage 2, so cage 2 officials stay put. Cage 2 officials stay put. And please welcome his opponents in the red corner representing the Kingdom of Bahrain, Mohammed Bude.
Next up, welterweights here, 77.1 kilograms or 170 pounds. John Oldenvist from Sweden in the blue corner. Naif Fike from Bahrain in the red. And the Bahrain team, very talented team actually. They do a good job of making sure that the talent that trains with them and fights for them, the Russians and Dagestanis, Make sure that they all train together. Been training with elite teammates for several years. Definitely has elevated the game of Bahrain. And we'll see how they evolve in this fight. Very important for the natives of Bahrain to train with top talent from Dagestan and Russia. And can only serve to elevate their game. Hey, big 1-2 from Bahrain fighter as he lands the right hand. The referee's looking on here. Fike looking for the finish. He's got to pass the legs here to land some more decisive shots. He's got Oldenvist hurt. And engaging in the grappling realm here is going to give Oldenvist a chance to recover, regain his composure and his equilibrium. Fike here now giving Oldenvist the opportunity to recover. Oldenvist briefly tasting the double underhooks. Battle up against the cage here, the unsung hero of mixed martial arts, very taxing position. Unless you've been in this position, it's very difficult to understand how it feels and the importance of the position of the underhooks as well as the base up against the cage here. This is a battle of the nuances, almost like kinetic chess. You've got to wait for that opportunity to find the avenue to capitalize, to circle off, to work the submission or work the takedown here, as we're seeing. Fike from Bahrain to turn the corner here, nice switch. We'll be careful about the strikes as he gets back to his feet here. But we know Fike has got some great power in that 1-2 combination. He to land that right hand. Nice trip there from the Swedish fighter in Oldenvist. Straight into side control. He's got just over 40 seconds to work. The cage here will limit Fike's ability to elude the mount here, as we're seeing from Oldenvist. Gives up the back. Potentially might look to turn into his opponent here. One hook's out. Fike needs to start thinking about turning into his opponent. That's why you're seeing Oldenvist control the right arm of Fike. See there, he's weaved his hand on the inside that prevents the turn. Fike wants to turn to his left. And right now, Oldenvist is using that arm to lever his opponent to prevent the turning. As soon as he lets go, you can see there, Fike turns into his opponent, gets back to a defensive position off his back in the full guard. Very, very exciting fight here from the Swedish and the Bahraini fighter. Combination, back-to-back 1-2s. He was just unable to pass the guard and engaged in the grappling, which allowed Oldenvist to recover. Nice punches there as Fike gets back to his feet. This was the end of the round here. Fike did a good job of releasing the arm and turning into his opponent to retain the full guard. Round two, Sweden in the blue, Bahrain in the red. And we saw the 1-2 combination from Fike. Let's see if he starts to try and land that now. Oldenvist has to be cautious about that right hand coming from his opponent. He needs to think about moving the head, staying off that center line, not charging straight forward and walking onto those straight shots. There's a nice left hand from Oldenvist.
Level change.
Deep kick here from Oldenvis. The pace slowed ever so slightly, and that's largely due to the athletes looking for that tactical advantage. Oldenvis has to keep busy here, though. He has to keep his opponent guessing, not allow him to plant those feet and land those big, powerful punches, particularly that rear hand of Fouquet. Nice knee to the body there, drops Fouquet. Oldenvis swarming in for the punches. A smart play by Fouquet to snatch up that single leg. And again, we're seeing here that the grappling ensues, and it allows the ground and pound to really be limited by your opponent and allow you to recover. Oldenvis doing the right thing here, looking for the back. Nice turn from Fouquet. Fouquet not giving up here. Oldenvis looking for the mount now in a dominant position, raining down the punches. The referee's looking on to stop this. Oldenvis has to keep busy with the punches, however. Oldenvis now looking to establish the back one hook in. Again with the ground and pound. Fouquet very durable, very tough. Referee again asking for action. Oldenvis just able to maneuver around Fouquet. The referee's going to stop this one. And it's John Oldenvis from Sweden, the winner by TKO. Take a look at the replay here. There was the body kick, and it was the knee right to the midsection that dropped Fouquet just momentarily, but it prompted him to work the grappling. He was looking for the same tactical advantage that Oldenvis worked in the first round when he got hit by that big right hand. You know, to initiate the grappling, to smother your opponent, to stifle the ground and pound techniques. But Oldenvis was a step ahead with the positional awareness from the top position. You can see from the replay, just immediately exposing the back and forcing the ground and pound victory.
And someone came Steve. The referee there in the close-up contest, during the second round, 41 points, TKO representing Sweden. And his opponent in the red corner representing Ireland, kterého.
Men's welterweight, 77.1 kilograms, 170 pounds. Eric Mambo Gihogi from Norway in the blue corner. His opponent, Aaron McEnroe from Ireland in the red. Eric, noticeably the taller and longer fighter. He had to utilize his reach in this fight here. But on the flip side, Adam did a good job of controlling the distance here. Really taking away the reach advantage by working really, really close. Looking for the single leg here. Adam from Ireland with a double underhooks. Look to step on the inside of the hip, or indeed the outside of the hip. Great pummeling from Eric. Doing the correct thing here to pummel the arms on the inside of his opponents. The back position, the outside position here. Nice knee from Eric. Eric going to drop down now for a takedown of his own. Looking for the double leg. Might look to pull his opponent away from the cage here. He's got to clear that right arm of the underhook from his opponent. Beautiful work, outside trip from Eric. And now off his back. One butterfly hook. Eric did a good job of utilising forehead pressure here. Just trying to look to get his forehead underneath the chin of his opponent. Accidental eye poke there from Eric. Good sportsmanship as well, Eric immediately stopping to allow Adam to just regain any sort of compromised vision. Armbar attempt here from Adam. Elbow's just a little bit short of the hips, however. With the elbow on the inside of your hips closest to your body to enable the leverage to finish the armbar. But Eric from Norway now in the top position. He could look to pass around to his left side. Adam sensing that and immediately establishing the half guard. This serves to prevent your opponent from passing your legs essentially into a more dominant position. Side controls the mounts. So we see the half guard being employed. And you notice as well when an athlete is inside control, they immediately get hit more. There's more submission attempts. The second they put their opponent into half guard, you can almost certainly see your opponent minimize the damage, minimize the submission attempts. It's a real viable option in a mixed martial arts fight to establish the half guard and work back to the full guard.
Time.
And a technical first round from Norway and Ireland.
Hold garden opp og få haka i ned, ikke sant? Ready.
Round two. Eric in the blue, Adam in the red. Adam already touching the chin of his opponent, looking to follow in here. And we've seen Eric on the outside now do a great job of dropping down for the legs. He's got a really good wrestling game up against the cage. So Adam's going to have to be aware of that. Use the wizard to hike his opponent up, work the double underhooks. So you can see here, he's following the left arm in, but that's not enough because Eric's going to get the takedown into the top position, but this is better from Adam to establish the full guard, to almost accept the fact that he's going to get taken down in that instance and not try and fight it and give up the half guard or more dominant position to his opponent. He goes straight for the full guard here. Now his ability to control the posture and the strikes massively increases. Also submissions off of his back as well. There's more viable submissions from the guard off your back.
Mest av alt så beholder vi posisjonen vår her. Det er det viktigste her nå.
Try and get a attempt here from Adam. Immediately reversing out of that position, looking to pass now. Half guard's open, so he could try and look to get that left leg out and find himself inside control. Eric with a nice stand up, utilising the unhook there to get back to his feet. Great knee to the body return from Adam. Nice takedown again from Eric. His ability just to dictate the takedowns here has really been the key to his success so far in this fight. And he's got just over a minute to work in round 2. He's got to stay busy here. He's got to go to the body, he's got to go to the head. And then when he senses his opponent's underhook, as we can see here from the camera angle, he's got to try and pummel his right arm underneath the left arm of Adam. The whole time that Adam has an underhook, he has the ability to stand up, he has the ability to sweep. He's just got more control utilising the underhook. And looking to kick off the hips here, might look to spring to his feet. And a fist attempt here from Adam. It's good damage off of his back, but ultimately he needs to get off of his back. He needs to be in the top position. Or try and get back to his feet. Using the Kimura trap here. Nice underhook from Adam. Back to the full guard. Again, a methodical approach from the Irish fighter, utilising the underhook to obtain a better position. But it was, again, Eric that did a great job of dominating from the top. Nice teep there from Adam. That's what sent Eric crashing down to the mat. There was the takedown from Eric again. Did a good job of clasping the hands together, pulling his opponent away from the cage. Here was the break here. You see the knee straight to the midsection of the Irish fighter. He returned a little one there, but didn't seem like it had as much power as his counterpart from Norway. Going into this third round now, you got to ask who's got the better cardio, who's able to keep that pace up. I think that's going to be the difference in this third round.
Ready, final round. Round start.
Third and final round here, 3 minutes on the clock. Adam already looking to implement the takedown. The Irish fighter now has to stuff the head here. Potentially looking for a guillotine that might give up the bottom position. Again, optimum control over the body, ideally 2 legs to finish that guillotine. It's viable to finish it without 2 legs around the body, of course, but especially when you've got someone like Eric on top of you who's so good at that top position. He's very aware of where his base is, he's very aware of how to keep you connected to that mat. Nice body shots from Eric.
Han begynner å slite med en gang du får den skulderen. Hvis jeg prøver å ta bort presset med en gang du begynner å jobbe med huet der. Her, ja. Hun mot meg. Der. Veldig fint.
Pace is slowed ever so slightly here if we're looking on. might potentially get a stand up here, back to the full guard for Adam. Adam having a bit of difficulty with a top game from Eric. Eric just able to be more dominant. Brief triangle threat from Adam, but Eric very aware of that, reverses out of the position. Adam needs to use this opportunity to get to his feet, to use those kicks on the hips and spring back to his feet. From what we've seen from Eric, it's going to be very difficult to sweep him, particularly because he's got a great base from the top position. Very aware of submissions as well. Eric controlling the hit now. 30 seconds left on the clock in round 3. And Eric now will move to the mount. This is going to be a problem from Adam because Eric's such a heavy fighter. He's very aware of where he is in space when he's on top of you. It's going to be very difficult to shake him off here, but Adam can start to think about bucking him off of his back. Gives out the flatten here though, he might turn into the mount. Coach calling for Eric to plant his hand on the head and target with the punches. And an excellent display of grappling for MMA from Norway. As we look at the replay here, Adam just looking for the stand-up. He had the right idea. Eric just sensing when to engage and when to dominate. And here was the flatten out here. And that prompted Adam to turn into his opponent and give up the mount in favor of being flattened out with your opponent on your back. We go to a judge's decision.
And so on cage 2. We go to the judges' scorecards for the advanced decision. In the blue corner representing Norway, Eric Mambo. And please welcome his opponents in the red corner representing Germany,
Men's welterweight, 77.1 kilograms or 170 pounds. Matej Sedinov from the Czech Republic in the blue corner. And his opponent Kevin Enns from Germany in the red.
Ready, fight!
And of course, the Czech Republic, our host nation for this wonderful event. It's a 2021 IMMAF Senior and Junior World Cup. And so far we've seen a great showing from the athletes here at Cage 2. Sidinov behind in the centre of the cage here as the double leg attempt comes from Enns. Potentially look to secure the single now. Look to kick the other leg away, uses the head control to stuff his opponent down to the ground. Get outside now, inside trip, beautiful work. Excellent chain of takedown attempts here from the fighter from Germany. Enns now in the top position. Again, we see this a lot, mixed martial arts, dominant top position. Ideally, you want to be on top in the fight, particularly due to damage reasons and also for the judges as well. Optimum level of control from the top position. Sidinov doing a good job of utilising the full guard here. Position where you clasp your legs around your opponent and you usually control the head. Great stand up here from Sidinov. That prompted Enns again to look for the takedown, but the hips a little bit too far away. Runs the takedown to gauge the distance and eliminate the takedown of disallowance from Sidinov. I like the way that Enns did a good job of realising the hips are too far away, so he basically brought himself closer to the hips, which enabled him to get the takedown. A lot of the time people would just reach and reach and reach until it slips from their fingertips and end up getting sprawled on or resetting back to the feet. Enns made the adjustment to run the takedown, get closer to the hips. Now finding himself looking for the Darce choke. And he sticks tight, and there's the tap. Beautiful work from Kevin Enns to secure the Darce choke from the top position. And Germany coming away with a submission victory. It's the arm and your opponent's arm and your own arm that initiates the choke and finishes there. Great work from Kevin Enns.
Representing Germany, Kevin Enns. And please welcome firstly into cage 2, representing Norway, Tian Olsen. And please welcome his opponents in the red corner representing the King of Bahrain, Yusuf Salihah.
Middleweight action here at the 2021 IMMAF Senior and Junior World Cup, live from Prague. This one 83.9 kilograms or 185 pounds. Tian Olsen from Norway in the blue corner. His opponent, Yusuf Salihah from Bahrain in the red. And it's the first time Norway has been represented back on the IMMAF platform since 2017, so we're happy to have them back. And so far, we're seeing some nice head movement from Olsen. Wizard to defend the takedown, pummeling the underhook. This is a battle of underhooks here. Olsen looking for the double underhook. He's just got to connect his hands. At the moment, the cage is preventing that. Nice knee from Olsen. Outside trip attempt here. Salihah, he's got to be careful about giving up the bottom position. Potentially the guillotine as well. Olsen might use the cage to lever his opponent to finish the guillotine. Salihah sensing that pop in the head out now. Bahraini fighter looking for a takedown. 50 currently, one overhook for each fighter. Nice knee from Olsen. Yusuf Salihah now with a big, deep breath as he looks to work the whizzer as well as keep his base nice and wide. Salihah did a great job avoiding the takedown. He needs to separate in this position, get his back off the cage. Using the punches well for separation. Nice knee, uppercut, missed from Olsen. Olsen having real success with those knees. And again lands to the midsection of Salihah. Salihah with a great circular motion. Knee of his own. Big knee again from Olsen. These are going to start to take its toll. You see the hands go down of Saya to try and protect the body. Olsen looking to circle his opponent to the cage. Saya with a separation now. Big overhand right from Olsen. Last 10 seconds of the round. Knees, knees. Oh, big knees from Saya, looking for the right hand as well in his dead space. Some great knees from both opponents. Olsen, I would say, with the more powerful close range shots, but Saya certainly with the volume, able to tally that. As there was the overhand right from Olsen, looking for the left hook. There was the knees from Saya. Prompted Olsen to put the hands down and avoid those strikes.
Taken out. Coaches, please. Hvis du må sette litt press, så kan du kaste opp etterpå. Ready, ready. Så slapp av, han har dårlig guard, spark litt på bein.
As we get set for round 2, 3 minutes of action on the clock here at the World Cup. Real life from Prague. Beautiful, beautiful city in the Czech Republic. As we see Olsen storm forward with the punches, lands the left hook. And he has success when he has that space to punch. I can see him tie more of those combinations together when he's close range. He seems to want to initiate the clinch here. It's been a battle of the clinch, and a battle of the takedowns, and a battle of the knees, as we saw there from Olsen and Saya. Olsen with the powerful knees close range, Saya with the volume knees. He did have some success with the right knee, actually, Saya. And we've seen fighters already been dropped by the knees today. So they do definitely sink in. Nice circle there from Olsen. Battling the clinch here from both athletes. A fight for the underhooks, a fight for the outside position, as well as the head position under the chins we're seeing here from Olsen. And Saya with the whizzer with his left arm. Needs to pummel that right arm in and then start to pummel the left arm in. It's largely what we should be thinking about here. Certainly in an upper body clinch, to look for the head position as well as the underhooks, double underhooks being king. And again, speaking about the team from Bahrain bringing the Dagestani and the Russian fighters under their banner, it really does serve to elevate the game of their native fighters. You were seeing Saya do a great job of avoiding the takedowns. It's probably largely due to the fact that he's got such great takedown defense. But we see a nice takedown there from Olsen, prompted by the commentary curse. Start to talk about something not happening when it happens right before your eyes. But a great job from Olsen to get the takedown. Now inside control, got just over 50 seconds to work in this position. Can he do anything decisive? I'd like to see him try and skip to mount here. If he stays where he is, he runs the risk of Saya retaining some sort of guard as he does just there. 40 seconds left on the clock in round 2. Saya briefly looking to his corner. Saya again, but doesn't really have a clasp of the arm. Potentially for a switch to a triangle there, but difficult to work just when you open your guard and throw your legs up. You have to control the posture of your opponent. You know, snatch out hold of the neck, the arm. Last 10 seconds in the round here, and we're going to see Olsen finish strong in side control. Olsen making the adjustments in the second round to secure that takedown. Up against the cage. straight to the midsection. Knee against the inside of the thigh from Olsen. There was the takedown attempt up against the cage. Beautiful work. Skips the leg behind, turns the corner, ends up in side control.
Ready, final round.
Round 3 here, 3 minutes on the clock. Olsen in the blue, Sayar in the red. Olsen from Norway, Sayar from Bahrain. And the corner from Bahrain asking Sayar to go forward. Now, even the stands as well, the fans in the stands, the Arabic-speaking stands, are saying Yallah means go. They want Sayar to pull the trigger and to put his game plan on Olsen and not wait for the takedowns, not wait for the initiation of the close range here by Olsen. But he did just that, now finds himself on top again. Might look to pass the guard here, open guard of Sayar. Olsen can look to just simply stand up and pass the legs to one side, sometimes called the big fighter pass. Sayar controlling the posture here. Ultimately he's going to give up. Top position, takes his side control here as well. Olsen did a good job of staying away from that Kimura trap. Sayar doing the right thing here. He can use this to sweep and he can use it to submit also as well. And immediately you see Olsen abort the need to think about passing the guard. And now Sayar potentially might look for the back here. Could slip off for an armbar as well. Great technique to employ in mixed martial arts. The Kimura trap literally gave Sayar the back. Beautiful work from Sayar. He's got to capitalise though. He's got a minute and 24 seconds left in this round. He's got to capitalise, he's got to get the hooks, he's got to utilise this opportunity to get a dominant position to control Olsen. Doesn't want to give him a space to get back to his feet and to drag him back to the mat. Sayar having a little bit of trouble getting this fight to the ground. Some nice knees from him. Let's see him kick the legs out. It's almost like to sweep the leg from behind your opponent. Sayar now looking to take the back. Also doing a good job of turning into his opponent. The underhook again being key. Just on the outside now, great head pressure. 35 seconds left for him to work on the outside. Sayar briefly tasted a dominant position. Finds himself now, he's back against the cage. Olsen with a big knee. Olsen did a great job of staying dominant on the outside, largely due to his positional awareness as well as his pressure with the head underneath the chin of Sayar. He levers him up, which allows control of the body and the arms. Nice knee from Sayar. Olsen did a good job of working the pressure. Referee letting him work as well, which is refreshing to see. There's a lot going on up against the cage, particularly on the outside position. Sayar believes he's done enough to win. To switch that position around, but we would go to a judge's decision.
And on cage 2, we go to the scorecards for you by split decision. In the blue corner, representing Norway,
Han vant alle tre runder, dominerte alle.
And on cage In the cage partner, we bring you from representing Czech Republic, Wojta Kol. And his opponent in the red corner representing Sweden, Robert Nilsson. And representing page 2 in representing Ukraine, zemí,
Middleweights here, Ukraine and Italy. Dmitro Kostovetsky from the Ukraine in the blue corner, Karim Kasuri from Italy in the red. Kasuri known for his powerful punches close range, particularly the left hook as well, so watch out for that one. Kostovetsky as well with a great boxing pedigree. Likes to work the takedowns off the cage as well. Ukraine ranked number 8 in the senior national team rankings. Italy coming in at 9, so this could be a battle for a place upward in the senior national team rankings, top 20. We're seeing Kostovetsky get to work on that one with the single leg attempt. Switches to the double, gets it. Excellent work. Ukraine now looking to battle, to drag Italy back down to the mat. Great job using the hip there to turn his opponent over. The crowd responds. Kostovetsky with some great ground and pound. I'd like to see him try to pass the guard here though. Active work from both athletes. Kasuri with some nice hip movement. Switches to the inside and the outside of his opponent's hip very well. He's yet to put anything on the end of that though, a sweep or a submission attempt or even a stand-up. Might look to stand up here with his back up against the cage. Nice kicks here. Kasuri just briefly tasted a few up kicks from his back. Pressure, looking again to drag Italy to the mat. Kostevetsky doing a good job of driving all of his weight forward to the cage here. Just serving to make Kasuri wear all of his weight and further sap that cardio. 15 seconds left now in round one. Referee looking on there at the end of the round. Spoke about from Kasuri that he's known for. It was largely Kostevetsky that enabled himself to get the takedown and further stick to his opponent. You see the way he switches his hip forward here, levers his opponent all the way around, lands in the top position. Great work from the fighter from Ukraine. Will Italy make the adjustments to avoid those takedowns in round two? And round two gets underway, 3 minutes on the clock. Kostevetsky in the blue, sorry, in the red. Blue corner from Ukraine, red corner from Italy. Sorry now has to be aware that he's got to keep his back off the cage and avoid the takedowns from Kostevetsky. Head kick from Kostevetsky. And Kostevetsky's ability to threaten the takedown. Nice switch to the single leg from Kostevetsky. His wrestling really set up his ability to throw that head kick as well. Kasuri's got to go here. He's got to stuff the head, look to get straight back to his feet. He's got to clear his legs here from this clasp of Kostevetsky. He's doing the right thing in moving his hips backwards, using his hands as well to post on the mat. He's got to get his feet underneath him here. Kostevetsky very heavy from the top position. Just enables him to shut off his opponents. He does a good job of maneuvering around to the left and right, really to shut off their escape. Very aware of where his position is, and tactically he thinks 4 or 5 moves ahead as well. When he's hitting you with a double, he's already thinking about the pass into the ground position. You know, he's always thinking that one step ahead. It's really just serves to frustrate his opponents and really shut them down a little bit, as we're seeing here. And Kasuri, he's doing the right things, but he's just unable to initiate and pull the trigger. It's largely due to Kostevetsky being just one step ahead. Just over a minute left in round two now. Kostevetsky again in the top position, dominant, controlling Italian fighter off of his back, hammering to the body. Kostevetsky now with head pressure. I like the way he uses his head underneath the chin to target where his opponent's head is as well. Strikes there from Kostevetsky. So he's still striking off of his back, however. Doesn't offer much affordance to land too much power off the back, though. So he runs the risk here of accepting the bottom position throughout rounds 1 and now round 2. But that could throw an exciting firework in the mix, in the fact that he's going to come into this third round and really look for the finish. Because you could argue here that he's 2 down on the scorecards with Kostevetsky in the winning leg. But we go to a third stanza in this mixed martial arts amateur IMMAF. Seen it in junior European, the World Cup. There's a double leg attempt here And there's a switch, beautiful work, immediately exposes a single leg. Some heavy palm fists there from the bottom position from Kusori.
Back to the cage.
Last round. Ready? Ready. Fight.
Third and final round. Ukraine in Italy, Kostovetsky in the blue, Kusori in the red. We've seen Kostovetsky really implement the wrestling in these fights here, and you could argue that Kusori really has to start to go for broke here, for a caution to the wind, and start to land some decisive shots. You can't afford to be on the back foot and allow Kostovetsky to come forward and change levels here. And that's what Kusori needs to do, is to land those decisive punches. Nice left hand there from Kostovetsky. Kostovetsky very patient in his approach as well. He'll start to box with his opponent and immediately look for the takedown. Risky business from Kusori to throw those high kicks. If Kostovetsky can time that and catch it and turn it into a takedown, he's going to end up back in the top position. And we've seen Kusori find it very difficult to get back off his feet, very difficult to throw up any decisive submissions off of his back. He largely just gets controlled by Kostovetsky. Overhand right. Leg kick from Kusori. Combination from Kusori. That's what he needs, more volume in the punches here. You can see Kostovetsky backing up, looking to draw his opponent in. Potentially might be looking to save some energy as well. As he gets this takedown, though, it's going to be very difficult for Kusori to get back up. So he has to defend on the feet. He has to be very militant in his approach, to dig the underhooks, keep his base nice and wide, and then look for the separation when he gets those underhooks. Trying to create some space by pushing on the neck there. Beautiful work from Kusori. Kostovetsky seems to be a little bit laboured now in his approach in this third round. Big breaths as well from Kusori. Both athletes noticeably a little bit tired here in the third round. And rightly so, it's been a frenetic pace with a lot of wrestling, a lot of positional control. This double leg, beautiful work from Kostovetsky. Ukrainian fighter securing the takedown in the last 20 seconds of the round. And we might see him stay on top, punish the body to keep the ref happy, make sure he maintains this top position, just to make sure that he edges out in favour of the judges' scorecards. You could argue here that this one would be unanimous for Kostovetsky, but you never want to leave it to the hands of the judges. You never know what they're going to come up with. You know, they follow the same rule set, but often you get crazy decisions. Safe bet to put your money on Kostovetsky. Kostovetsky with the overhand right there. There's a big deep breath from Kusori. This fight took it out of both of us. Big left hook there from Kostovetsky, which prompted this overhand right again.
And so on page 2, your winner by unanimous decision in the blue corner, representing
As expected, unanimous decision win here for the Ukrainian fighter. Kostovetsky will move forward in the middleweight competition. And that brings us to an end here on day one at Cage 2. I've been Din Midhat at the 2021 IMMAF Senior and Junior World Cup, live from Prague in the Czech Republic. Thank you for joining us on IMMAF.tv. Please go and follow us on Instagram and all the socials at IMMAF. Stay tuned for the consecutive days of this competition to determine who will go away with the gold, silver and bronze, and which team will start to move up in the team rankings for the seniors and the juniors.
And after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards where you winner by unanimous decision in the red corner representing Italy, Luca